Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Cathrin, the creator of The Content Bug, and I'm here to help you follow your passion by growing your audience online. And today we're going to be talking about Pinterest because something exciting happened this weekend. I honestly could not believe it, but I reached 2 million average monthly viewers on my Pinterest account. 2 million. And within just a few days, I was up to 2.1 million average monthly viewers, and my Pinterest account is growing like crazy right now. So I wanted to shoot this video for you guys and share some tips and tricks on how you can grow your Pinterest account, what I did to grow my Pinterest account, and just share my experience. Because let me tell you, when I hit 1 million average monthly viewers on Pinterest, I was like, what? I could not believe it, because at that point in time, I think I only had maybe around 5,000 Pinterest followers, maybe not even, and to be reaching 1 million people on average a month is insane. And now I'm reaching 2 million people on average a month. That's crazy. So let me give you a little bit of perspective. Right now I have about almost 7,000 followers on Pinterest. My impressions to my website, my average daily impressions to the pins leading to my website is about 14,000 people. So every single day, 14,000 people on average are seeing the pins that actually lead to my website, and then I'm getting around like 250 clicks to my website every single day. So I want to say thank you to you guys, each and every one of you that follows me on Pinterest, or even if you found my blog on Pinterest, maybe you found my YouTube channel on Pinterest. Thank you for honestly just being on the Pinterest platform and finding me there. It's really helped me to get to the point that I am at today. So today I want to drop some tips on you guys. I want to share a little bit of Pinterest knowledge and talk about exactly what I did to grow my Pinterest account. I also want to talk a little bit about what those average monthly viewers, what that means, and how you can actually grow your personal brand on Pinterest, meaning your pins that actually lead to your website. So let's go ahead and get into it. Before we get anywhere, you've probably heard of average monthly viewers on Pinterest. And if you haven't, it's a little statistic that appears on your Pinterest profile. It also appears in your analytics, and it basically means how many people you are reaching every single month. Not with just the pins that lead to your website, but all of your pins that you have curated on your Pinterest account. All of them. So I think I'm up to like 30,000. No, I think I'm up to 22,000 maybe pins shared on my profile. I think I'm somewhere around there. And all of those pins combined, just my Pinterest account is reaching 2 million people on average a month. So I don't want you to get confused and think that it's just my personal brand pins, so the pins that are leading to the content bug. It's not. It's every single pin that I have shared on my Pinterest account. So some people say that that statistic isn't really important, and honestly, you will probably see a lot of articles on Pinterest. I've seen some that saying like you shouldn't pay attention to that number, but to me, I think it is important that you pay attention to that number. On Pinterest, it's not really about the number of followers that you have. Sure, the more followers you have, kind of the better. You have more of an opportunity to reach those people. Like you have a set number of people that you would reach, even though with the algorithm and everything, it's kind of crazy. I don't want to get in that in today's video. So your followers aren't necessarily as important as they would be on Instagram or like your subscribers on YouTube. That's not the way that Pinterest works. And the average monthly viewers, in my opinion, I think it's important just for the visibility of your platform. Now, I do think that one of the statistics that you really need to pay attention to is the impressions that your pins are getting, so the pins that actually lead to your website, as well as the clicks that you are getting to your website. If you have 1 million average monthly viewers, but you're getting 10 clicks to your website, that is not good at all. And that visibility isn't helping you. Just reaching those people is not helping you at all. So clearly there's a problem with your pins, maybe your pin description, or just your strategy leading to your website. So let's talk about my strategy. I have definitely changed my strategy over time when it comes to Pinterest. Obviously, the Pinterest algorithm keeps changing, so whenever it changes, I make adjustments to my strategy. But if you've read any of my blog posts on my website, I've got 3 resources for you that you would probably enjoy. Well, actually, I have a ton, and I'll just include them in the description bar down below. One is talking about how I went from 7K average monthly viewers, only 7,000, to 100,000 average monthly viewers on Pinterest. Another one is how I went from 100K to 600K monthly viewers on Pinterest. And then I also have another one that you would probably be interested in, and it's talking about why I tanked my Pinterest account. So when I was just about to hit 200,000 average monthly viewers, I totally tanked my account. I purged it, wiped it pretty clean. I like kind of got it down to its bones, and then I built it back up. So if you're interested, make sure you check those out in the description bar down below. But way back in the day, I turned my Pinterest account from a personal account to a business account. It was the account that I was using from high school, honestly, so everything was shared on there. I'm talking food, fitness, beauty, Instagram photo ideas, photography ideas, quotes. I even had like, you know, the typical wedding planning board. Of course, I had that. So when I transformed that account into my business account, I really needed to niche down down, and I took that very seriously, and I got rid of anything that didn't involve my niche, and I started creating boards like entrepreneurship tips, all blogging tips, grow your blog. I got social media, and then I break it out into Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook. I got email marketing. I have so many boards just revolving around my niche because that is the audience that I wanted to attract. I wanted to make my Pinterest account a place where people in my audience, someone like you, could go on my Pinterest account and find the resources that they needed, even if they weren't my website, if they weren't the resources leading to my website. So I completely niched down my Pinterest account, got rid of the boards that were just kind of fluff, got rid of them and niched down. Now, over time, I would have to say one of the big reasons, one of the big factors that got me to reach 2 million average monthly viewers was changing that perspective and not following that niche down mindset, which is a bit crazy, but I was so niche down, and I was talking a lot about digital marketing, and for a while I was stuck around 600,000 average monthly viewers, and I couldn't really figure it out. And then I started sharing some photos. I started sharing flat lay photos because I started talking about flat lays because I shot my own flat lays. I share them on my Instagram account. They're all over my blog. So I created a board that was all my flat lay inspiration, and then it moved into home office inspiration, and then it moved into Instagram photography inspiration. And all three of those boards combined, I have to say, dramatically grew my account because I was creating content that people wanted to see. And I moved away from the mindset of, oh, I want to share all the resources that my audience needs, into, oh, I want to share the ideas that inspire me that I think my audience would be interested in as well. So I kind of moved away from here's just a ton of information to here's some things I also really like that are relevant. One thing that you could do if you want to grow your Pinterest account is create boards that are relevant to your niche, relevant to what you were talking about, but they are popular subjects. More so when it comes to my strategy though, I am pinning around 30 to 40 pins a day. I would say 40 to 50% of those pins are my pins leading to my website, and that strategy is really working for me. I pin automatically. I use Tailwind. Tailwind is huge for me, and I honestly think it has been a huge factor in my success on Pinterest, especially Tailwind tribes. So if you haven't gotten started with Tailwind yet, they do have a free trial that you want to sign up for. I'll include a link in the description bar down below. Tailwind has definitely helped because obviously I can't go on Pinterest. I can't spend that much time on Pinterest pinning 30 to 40 pins a day. So being able to do it automatically through Tailwind is huge. But then I also go in and I pin manually. That is a big thing that Pinterest changed several months ago. Honestly, at this point, they want to see you pinning manually on Pinterest. So I go in about every other day and I pin a couple pins manually. But I have to say another big thing that helped me to grow my Pinterest account was creating more blog posts and sharing more manual pins, uploading more pins to the Pinterest platform. So all of my YouTube videos, this YouTube video included, is actually a blog post on my blog as well. Almost every single one of my YouTube videos get turned into blog posts, and then I pin them on my Pinterest account, obviously. So that results in about 3 new pins leading to my website every single week, and I do think that that has dramatically helped to grow my own visibility, my website's visibility on Pinterest, as well as just the visibility on my account, because I'm making Pinterest happy, sharing new content with them, and honestly, I'm just expanding the reach of my website by adding more resources that could lead to my website, if that makes sense. And then of course, I could never forget Pinterest SEO. This is absolutely huge when it comes to growing your Pinterest account. If you have not done any research on Pinterest SEO yet, you need to do your research because Pinterest SEO is so important, and it really comes down to your keyword research. So if you're not performing keyword research on Pinterest, you need to do that as well. I do have a video on that, which I will include in the description bar down below. But Pinterest is a search engine, and if you're not treating it like a search engine, then you're not going to help your visibility on the platform. So you want to make sure that you do your research and make sure that your profile is looking nice, looking fresh, has the appropriate keywords in your name, in your Pinterest description, in the board titles, in your board descriptions, and in your pin descriptions, and in the pins that you are leading to, the titles of the pins that you are leading to. That's dramatically going to help your Pinterest profile, as well as applying for rich pins, getting your website verified, and just doing the basics to get good with Pinterest. Now, when it comes to the pins leading to my website, there are a few things that I have done differently over the past few months that I want to share with you guys on how I help them grow, because I really do think that some of my most recent pins are performing pretty well on the platform, and they have helped me to go up from that 100 clicks a day to 200 clicks a day on Pinterest. So the very first thing I did was I started writing descriptions that are 500 characters. With each pin, you can include a 500 character description, and if you are not using that that space. You are wasting an opportunity on Pinterest. In reality, that's what it is, because Pinterest operates based off keywords. It is a search engine, it runs based off of keywords, and if you're not including the right keywords in your Pinterest description, or if you're just writing a one-sentence description without any keywords, you're not helping the visibility of your pins. So writing longer descriptions and making sure that I'm using up all of the space available to me and including the appropriate keywords, doing keyword research for every single pin that I am launching on the platform. And then a little while back, I think it was actually August of 2018, I do have a YouTube video on this as well, how to redesign your old pins to get more clicks to them. It's basically how to recurate your content, because I went back to some of my old blog posts and I was really proud of them, but they weren't getting much traffic. So I decided to create new pins for each of those, and now they're performing so much better on the platform. So I do have to say that going back through and redesigning some of my old pins, making them a little bit updated, a little bit more click worthy, that has dramatically helped to grow the visibility, especially of my old content. And I already talked about this a little bit, but creating more pins that lead to your website does help the visibility of your website. Because if you think about it, if you only have 10 pins that lead to your website, you don't have much of an opportunity to really grow on the Pinterest platform when it comes to your website. You only have those 10 opportunities for someone to find you, and that's not that great. So if you increase the number of pins leading to your website, the more likely you are to have people actually find your website. Sure, it comes down to your pin design, it comes down to your description, it comes down to just Pinterest SEO and a ton of other factors, but you really want to make sure that you have pins leading to your website, and that's a dramatic change that I did. For a while, I was only uploading one pin design per blog post, and sometimes the pin design obviously wasn't that great, it wasn't even that much traction based off the words that were included in it, or something within the design. So I started creating 2 pins for each of my blog posts, and I have to say that that is working so much better, as well as just creating more blog posts on my website so I have more pins to share on Pinterest. I feel like this was a really fast crash course for you on how to grow your Pinterest account, some of the strategies that I used. I threw a lot of information at you really, really fast. If you want to learn more information about Pinterest, if you want to learn more information about Pinterest SEO, maybe even rich pins, or just all of the strategies that I have used to grow my Pinterest account, I will include all the resources in the description bar down below. I also have a Pinterest Pro section in the TCB Vault that includes video tutorials and even more information when it comes to growing your Pinterest account. So if you're interested in that, click on the link that leads you to the TCB Vault below. And if you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you want to share it with anyone else that's trying to grow their Pinterest account, please do that. And I will see you guys back here in another video very soon. Bye guys.